Holly Homer from Business to Blogger, and today we're talking about hiring people. And I have been doing this for a really long time because I cannot do everything myself. But in fact, this is one of the most common questions I get is how did you get started with working, people working for you, and how did you find them? And how did you find them is a really, really difficult thing unless you step back and look at who you know. And the cool thing is about online communities is often you already have people within your sphere of influence, maybe a blogger friend, maybe a blogging buddy, who may be in the market to make some extra money. And the cool thing about working for another blogger, and you may even think about doing this yourself, is that you're going to learn so much about how they manage things and how they do things that is going to be really great skills for you to take back to your own blog. So the first thing I would say is if you're looking for someone is ask some of your friends first. And it's not insulting to say, hey, I'm looking for some help. Do you have any extra hours that you'd be interested in? And if they say no, then I would go that second step and say, do you know anyone who's looking for hours? Because that's another way I get a lot of my referrals. In fact, I am employing someone this summer who normally would be full-time with another blogger, but that blogger's taking a little break this summer, and so it was a perfect fit for her to take on a project for me when she didn't have anything else to do. And in normal terms, I wouldn't even have thought about hiring this blogger because normally she's super busy and she has a big blog herself. So don't be afraid to ask, and don't be afraid to look at those contacts you already have. And then the second part of that is what do you pay them? And that's going to depend on what you have them doing and how, if that's something that you can hand off to maybe an intern or a high school student or a child with very little skill, or if it's something that's going to be highly skilled. And I would always start with what I would want to make for that, and then back that off a little bit depending on your budget. So just some things to think about, but start with your own sphere of influence first.